Louise Gluck said of two sisters, one is always the watcher and one is the dancer. Hi, my name is Lexis Laboitu. I am with Campbellsville University. I am here to provide you an informational speech introducing my older sister, Lacey. Lacey has been my sister, my best friend, and a really important mother figure to me my whole entire life. At the end of my speech, you'll know who Lacey is. Over the next 3 to 4 minutes, I will tell you some of Lacey's interests, some examples of how she was strong in her life, and about her personality. First, I'd like to talk to you about her interest. Something Lacey really enjoys is softball. Growing up, our father coached her softball teams, and it's something that just really stuck with her. She enjoys the game, and she is quite good at it, even though she didn't pursue it past her career, like the beginning of her high school career. Something else Lacey really enjoys is music. Some of her favorite artists are Demi Lovato, Luke Combs, and 3 Days Grace. As you can tell, she doesn't have a very specific genre that she likes. Her music taste is a little bit more eccentric compared to others. Another thing Lacey really enjoys is elephants. Her whole entire house is decorated with elephants. It's something that she just finds, she really loves it. I get a new picture at least once a month, maybe even twice a month, of a new elephant that she has found to place in her house. Next, I'd like to discuss some examples of how Lacey has been strong in her life. Growing up, like most or a lot of children, we had a broken home. Our parents were divorced. They divorced when I was a toddler. Lacey quickly realized that she had to take over the role of taking care of me. Being just a teenager herself, it's just really strong of her that she took it upon herself to care for me and shape me into the woman I am today. My sister took care of me up until the day I graduated, and then some. She still does give me guidance a lot of the time in my life. My sister also had her first son at the end of her high school career. The child's father at the time wasn't very involved. He struggled with life a little bit, but Lacey didn't really let that stop her from being the best that she possibly could for her son. My nephew was basically raised by my sister by herself for the first 6 years of his life. She worked until she was exhausted every day. But she always made sure that she had time for him, and she persevered to give them the best life that she possibly could. My sister pushes herself to be the best that she is every day. She's very resilient, and that is just only one of the things that really amaze me and why I look up to her. Finally, I'd like to tell you about her personality. Referencing the above quote that I provided, my sister is the watcher in our duo. She just accepted that role of the caretaker when she was younger, and I think it just kind of shaped the woman that she is today. She has a very soft heart, even though she likes to hide it. She is just a very great mother. She kind of stepped into that role easily, I think, because she had a lot of experience beforehand. She really just cares about everybody, and she does her best to make sure that everybody's okay and taken care of. She watches over everyone to the best of her ability. My sister is also a tomboy. She absolutely hates things like dresses and skirts and makeup. She'd rather play in the dirt with her boys than go shopping any day of the week. She's just a very kind, loving person. She's very bossy. I will never meet anyone who compares to my sister. She amazes me every day. In conclusion, I want to thank you so much for the invitation to speak to you today. You should now know some examples. You should now know some of my sister's interests, some examples of how she was strong in her life, and what her personality is like. Remember again what Louise Gluck said, of two sisters, one is always the mother and one is the dancer. That's definitely true for our situation. Thank you so much for your time. Do you have any questions or comments for me?